There's no such thing as a bad question or a dumb question. It's not about who knows the most. It's about learning and getting closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Especially if it's your first time. And even if it's your second, your sophomore trip. Maybe the first trip was done in haste or a rush. Or maybe you had a bad guide, or maybe you had no one guiding you. Or maybe you made a mistake. Or maybe you read something or you heard something. So it's very important for us to take advantage of these days that we have, which are just a few days. And Allah Azza wa Jalla, He says about the days concerning Hajj, He calls them not do that. You can count on your hands. There's a few nights, a few days, and before you know it, it's done. But the memories, and most importantly, the worship that was done correctly, sincerely, with the proper knowledge, will remain with you in perpetuity. Bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. So this is food for thought. These are just some reflections. It's not a class right now. Just want to introduce myself to each and every one of you and welcome you guys to Medina. Even though I'm a Haji or a pilgrim or a visitor like you now, but you know, I definitely have an emotional connection to the city. Tons of memories here, you know, reminiscing. And I want to make sure that everybody feels comfortable, inshallah ta'ala, and that we're clear on why we're here and why we aren't here. And I want you guys, inshallah ta'ala, to take it easy, slow, pace yourselves, enjoy yourselves, and feel comfortable and feel free, inshallah ta'ala. Anything that you want to ask about, you're curious about, don't be shy, don't be embarrassed. It's about learning, it's about performing the ibadah correctly. And this is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us life. This is why we're living. It's to worship Him correctly and to go to Jannah. And obviously that is the greatest success. And being alive, especially many of you as I speak, inshallah, you may be 30, 40, 50, 60 and over. And you know 40 is the point of a person's mental maturity. One of the early Muslims, he said, it took me 2 years to learn how to speak. And it took me 40 years to learn how not to speak. The Prophet ﷺ was made a prophet at the age of 40. That is the time which a person's mind is beginning to mature. But the cutoff point is 60 years. Once you reach 60, the Prophet ﷺ says, قَدْ أَعْذَرَ اللَّهُ إِلَىٰ رَجُلٍ أَمْهَلُهُ حَتَّى بَلَغَ 60 سَنَةً أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. After you reach 60, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. So there's a few things to be mindful of, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah bless each and every one of you. May Allah bless your trip. Right now we're heading to Mujamma al-Malik Fahd, the King Fahd Quranic complex. Anybody been here before? Just a few. Okay. So you guys know that it's a very interesting place. Seeing basically is a factory for Qurans. That in itself is interesting. The book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah's words being placed into a book, made into between two covers. How did that come about? What were the evolutionary steps of us reading, how it was sent down, how it was preserved, how it was memorized, the diacritical marks, etc. The modes of recitation. You seeing it is not like knowing it or hearing about it. So that in itself, inshallah ta'ala, is going to be interesting. I don't want to say too much. The proof is going to be in the pudding. If you have any questions in the complex, please don't feel shy to ask. That's why we're here, bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. I ask Allah Azza wa Jalla to accept your worship from each and every one of you. The newbies, rookies, first time, brothers and sisters who are veterans, who are addicted to Hajj and Umrah, mashallah, and Ziyarah, who come every year, 2-3 times a year, Jeddah, Red Sea, right? And those of us who may be in the middle. May Allah bless your trip. May Allah accept your trip and allow you to return back to your homes safe with loads of rewards and benefits. Allahumma ameen. Jazakum Allahu khayran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.